All right, you've seen the product. Now it's time to take action. It's all about that miracle food. My man Chakra Doctor has put some of the greatest superfoods on the planet here in one bottle for you. I know we see COVID going crazy and a lot of different things testing our immune system. This right here is a perfect cleanse and reboot. Great for the immune system and a great anti-inflammatory. Miracle food. Tell them Viral Hip Hop News sent you. Let's go.
This is the Chakra Doctor in the building. You already know one thing for certain, two things for sure. Infinite love, eternal truth, and peace wave to you. I come to you in the name of the Source Mother, great grand holy mother of all divine. It just feels good to be on the algorithm. I just wanted to make the quick appearance. Feel good to be back to everybody that's watching, all the people that's not watching, everybody that's watching now, watching later. What's good? It is a wonderful springtime for all of my Aries. If you are in Aries, you better buckle down the hatch and stay humble, keep going, because it's about to be the finish line for the Aries. If you are in Aries that have been working for the last XYZ amount of time in the form of years in order to accomplish a goal, man, you better keep it going. Man, some turbulence about to get hit, but you better keep it going. You better keep it going because you're going to win. Even if you're not in Aries and you've been working 5, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years on a project and you've been waiting to hit pay dirt, this the year for pay dirt. And today's word is perseverance. If you don't have the extra wind in you and what it takes for you to make it to the finish line, you got to develop this skill. Why? Because life is a marathon. Life is a treasure hunt. Life is an adventure. Life is a journey. All of these things that I'm naming to you right now is not a one overnight, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day process. Life is a lifetime process. Wait a minute, I'll repeat. Life is a lifetime process. Life is such a big lifetime process that if you don't go through life and see it all the way through, then you are robbing yourself of the experience of that particular life experience. For instance, let's say you work hard on a project, and that project that you're working hard on, you know, it's been hell working on this hard project, and you've been working on it for quite some time now, and everybody been down on you, everybody said you couldn't make it, but you're finally beginning to see a little daylight. Year 1, you didn't see no daylight. Year 2, you didn't see no daylight. Year 3, you see a little bit of daylight. Year 4, now you see a headway, and then now it's year 5, and it's like more headway, but everybody like, man, you've been doing this too long, and you still didn't do it yet, man. You better persevere. You better push through. You better surge through. Why? Because that's when the bag about to drop on you. The bag drops when the have-nots try to place you in their box, in their world. When the have-nots try to project that you shall also have not, when all you have been preaching to the universe and exchanging with the universe an energy of, yes, I can, yes, I have, then people who are judging you are just going to look like a fool. You have to wake up and realize and get inside of yourself and realize that this is your dream. Nobody going to work harder for your dream than you. I don't care how many investors you get. I don't care how many supporters you get. I don't care how many workers you get. I don't care how many people you get to scream your holy name. Nobody will work harder for your dream than you will. Why? Because last time I checked, you the one that went to sleep and had the fucking dream. Let's get into the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty is this. A lot of us are waiting upon the right moment to succeed. A lot of us are waiting upon the right chance to make $1 million. A lot of us are waiting upon the right person to come along. A lot of us are waiting along the right car to come along, the right bank account to come along. Keep learning. You see how I keep saying a lot of us are waiting? Another word for the day. First word was perseverance. Second word is proactive. You, humans, we humans, gods, nation of gods, earth gods, whatever you want to call yourself. You have to develop, we have to develop a persistent, consistent perseverance, but not just a persistent, consistent perseverance. We have to take it a step higher. Perseverance is cool, but we got to go above and beyond the call of duty for these dreams. Nobody gonna put this work in harder than you. Only you can prevent forest fires. In the words of Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear was trying to tell you, damn, you have the power to start or stop the fire. And a lot of forest fires got started because somebody was just trying to campfire some marshmallows around the fire and get them some s'mores. They didn't set off the alarm to say, yo, I'm about to set the whole forest on fire. They didn't set out to do that. They just wanted to have a camping trip. But if we get distracted, if we lose sight, even at the camping trip, we can accidentally set the forest on fire. Do not accidentally set your forests on fire by being careless at your camp. A careless camp equals a fiery forest. A fiery forest means no trees. No trees mean what? No trees mean no smoke. No trees mean no wood. No wood mean no money. You already know. Do not get distracted at the camp and let the campfire turn into a forest fire. Put your campfires out properly, and your campfires will never, ever, in a million, billion, trillion, fulfillion years turn into a forest fire. Why? Because you did like Smokey the Bear said, and you took the time out to prevent your forest fire. Forest fires in life are self-sabotaging mechanisms that we use against ourselves when we subconsciously feel, keyword says subconsciously, when we subconsciously feel that we are not enough, that we don't measure up, that we can't make it happen or rise to the occasion. We all have certain insecurities. We all have certain fears. We all have certain dilemmas. We all have certain doubts and all of the other things. These things can get in our way and will get in our way because they play out in a world where you not monitoring, the subconscious world. So a campfire is you having fun. I'm in the camp, we having fire, we telling ghost stories, we making s'mores, and we got the campfire, we got the bug spray, we make sure we got our off on, and we at the campfire, right? Campfire all good. Campfire all good. When you get careless at your campfire and you don't monitor your campfire can turn into a forest fire. So put the fires out properly at the camp and you'll never have to worry about the fires burning into a forest fire. Fires at the camp are the daily goings-ons, obstacles, challenges, and actions, pro-actions, and all of the chores and things that it takes to be successful. These are the fires at the camp. If you leave these fires unattended, they can get out of hand like fire always does when it's near wood and around air if you leave it unattended. Any problems y'all got going on at home, dead that shit. Man, speak from a place of logic, speak from a place of sense, speak from a place of love. Dead that shit, man. Do not let these campfires turn into forest fires in your life. Anybody you got beef with, dead that shit, man. It ain't worth it, man. It's not worth the forest catching on fire. It's just a campfire. You can take a little water, put it out, and you ain't never got to worry about it turning into a forest fire. If you turn it into a forest fire, everybody gonna be saying, oh, tiki-taki-toe, you done started a forest fire. Shame on you. But if you put the campfire out right, nobody could ever even know you went camping. Nobody could ever even know you went camping. So when you're facing the obstacles in life, the people, places, and things in life that you must deal or not deal with, you have to recognize that these things are miniature lights, miniature fires that are burning the fuel to your rocket of success. You are burning the fuel to keep you warm at night in the cold, forest of success. Woo! Wait a minute. What? Success is a cold forest. It's not warm in the success forest. The success forest cold. You might get a little frostbitten. You might get a little freezer burn. You might have a little chance to die of hypothermia. Because the forest of success is a cold and shivering forest. And you're going to need to light you some fires at night if you want to stay warm in your sleep. Because in order for the person to get a good rest, he needs the warmth of the light to get a good sleep. Nobody can go to sleep in the cold. No one can go to sleep in the cold. You have to realize that in the cold forest of success, you will have to light your campfire. That campfire in your cold forest of success will have to be maintained, sustained, and provided for, because if you don't look out, that campfire could turn into a forest fire, and we don't want to start no forest fires. Take care of all of your fires in your camp. Do never let your campfire spread into a forest fire. Success will never be easy. It will never be the go-to route. Matter of fact, success is never the thing to do. It's always the thing to want. It's always the thing to dream. It's always the thing to aspire for. It's always the thing to, fantasize about. But success is never the thing that people actually want to go through. Why? Because it's a cold forest. And a lot of people don't like the cold. Especially black folk. Whew, we don't like the cold. But the cold we must go through. And when you lighten your forest, when you lighten your campfire in your cold forest of success so that you can be warm another night, so that you can travel another day, you're going to have to watch your fire because you don't want to unintentionally set the forest on fire. When you go camping in life, you bring all of your necessary supplies and survival tools that you will need in case any emergencies happen in the forest, in the cold forest of success. Nothing like going into the cold forest of success and you don't have your coat or your garment to keep warm. Just because it's sunshine in the day. Remember, in the desert, the sun be shining in the day and it's hot. But at night, the sun go down and it get cold. Just because it's hot in the day and the sun shining in the day don't mean it don't get cold at night. So we have to prepare and make sure that when we traveling through the desert of success, now we're going to the desert. First it was the forest, now the desert. Look, notice I'm giving you these big land masses of nature because that's what success is. One big land mass of nature that you got to travel through, journey through, walk through, run through, however you go through. You got to go through it. Whether it's the desert of success, whether it's the hot desert of success, whether it's the cold forest of success, whether it's the rainforest of success, whether it's the vast ocean of success, whether it's the big sky of success, you name me a nature attribute that's not successful. The sky is successful. The moon is successful. The sun is successful. The trees are successful. The birds and the bees are successful. The grass is successful. The clouds are successful. What you mean? They're doing what they were called and made to do. Why aren't you? Huh? The cat's successful. Why? Because last time I checked, the cat don't stray away from cat-like abilities. The cat embraces its 9 lives. So the cat is in tune with nature. We're the only ones still trying to figure out who we are. The ape knows it's an ape. It's not mistaking itself for a lion. See? The lion is not mistaking itself for a hyena, and the hyena is not mistaking itself for a cheetah. The cheetah is not mistaking itself for an elephant. The elephant is not mistaking itself for a hippopotamus. We're the only ones walking around with mistaken, lost identities. So in the end, when it's all said and done, we have to realize that nature already successful. Why don't we follow the mother that's in front of us that's already successful? Her trees don't deviate. Her birds, her bees don't deviate. The water don't deviate. Nothing deviate from nature's plan. We're the only ones who deviate from nature's plan, so much so that we degenerate nature's plan. We pollute nature's plan. We oversaturate nature's plan. We overstep Bing, bing, look. And that was nature's plan. That was nature's plan right there. That was nature's plan. Just bing, bing. That was nature's plan right there. See how that go? We get in the way of nature's plan. Nature's plan don't get in our way. Nature was here already before we got here. Why are we going against nature? And if nature says you're valuable, why not value you? Now we get to the next subject. Do not, as a spirit, for all my spiritual people out here, and for all my spiritual people, all my crystal healers. I'm not talking about the charlatans. I'm not talking about the ones who talking that healing shit, but they not living this healing shit. I am not talking about the ones who know how to read your cards, but don't know how to read their own cards. I'm not talking about the ones who know how to tell you about your flaws, but they don't know how to identify their own and correct and reflect on their own flaws. I'm not talking about the ones who know how to talk so fast, but gotta listen so slow. Huh? I'm not talking about them ones. I'm talking about you empathetic, super sensitive light workers from other worlds came here to save humanity from their low down dirty shame. The true healers out here who just doing it because you love to heal, not because it pay your bills, not because you want a check, not because you in it for the money, but just because you love this healing shit. Do not be afraid to value yourself, your company, and put a value and put a number on your goods and your services. Because if you don't do it, we won't. If you keep talking about, oh, I'll just do it for GPG, give it for free, we're going to take you for granted. Why? Because you live in the capitalist side of the hemisphere. And the capitalist side of the hemisphere said, if you don't put a value on it, we won't value it. If you're working tooth and nail to the bone, grinding after grind, and you done perfected yourself, reflected yourself, but now you like, man, I got my spirit right, I got this right, I got that right, I just need the bag. It's time for you to raise your standards. Raise your standards. Everything ain't gotta be for free. Don't trip. You better have you some pro bono, because the best things in life in spirit are free. A lot of readings you do supposed to be for free. A lot of healings you did in the past was supposed to be for free. And you're supposed to work your way up to a level of mastery in your healing craft to where, okay, I'm a master. I don't need to do this shit for free no more. I got a website. I'm trademarked. I'm licensed. I'm this. I'm that. I need to get the bag in. Do not hesitate to put a price on your goods and your services, my brother, my sister, whoever. Do not hesitate. But make sure before you put a price on your system, make sure that's a system that works and helps humanity. Before you put a price on your services, make sure your services is needed and can change a human being's state of being. When you putting your goods on display, your goods for sale, make sure it's goods that will enrich the life of humans. Make sure it's goods that will enrich the life of children, men, babies, women, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, no matter your sexual preference, no matter your race, color, creed, religion. True goods and services transcend those concept of belief systems and culturalistic confirmations or conformities. Conformities of society's way that they think we should be. We know for a fact that spirit transcends all of this. And if you want to be a truly successful person in the 2021 on up, I'm talking about 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. If you want these next 5 years to be glorious, you're gonna have to put your spirit first. And if you don't, you're gonna suffer. Period. Any questions, anybody that's watching this, are you listening to me right now? From 2021 on up. If you don't put that spirit first, your higher self first, your higher nature first, the mother earth first, the mother nature first, if you don't put the sacred feminine first, the spirit, that's the spirit. Remember, the spirit is still quiet, nurturing. That's motherhood. If you don't put it first, man, y'all gonna suffer, man. The shift is the energy of sacred femininity. So everybody keep wondering, what is this shift? What is all of these changes? What are the upheavals? What are these apocalypses? What are these Illuminatis and Illuminatis and Dudatis and Dudatis and Dudatis? It is the shift of divine masculinity succeeding power over, and talking about in the spirit world, we're talking about spirit world data, because 98 of what's to be seen, you can't see with your naked eyes, called dark matter. We talking about in the world of dark matter. In the world of dark matter, divine masculinity is succeeding and passing the torch to sacred femininity, and those of us who do not make the adjustment from divine masculinity into the sacred feminine system and successfully make ourselves a valuable component to the sacred feminine system, we will be deleted. Notice I said we, because I ain't no different. Let me deviate from my path. The great grand holy mother of all divine will strike me and remove me from her bosom. I ain't no different. So this is why I say we. In the end, when it's all said and done, the sacred feminine energy is here. It's already here. Go look at all of the movies. They keep on telling you the mother energy is here. This ain't the sisterhood. Nah, nigga. This ain't the brotherhood. Nah, this ain't the fatherhood. Nah, nigga. This the motherfucking, there's only one hood this is, nigga. It's the motherhood, nigga. It's the motherhood. The I love you, nigga. The motherhood, nigga. So in the end, when it's all said and done, divine masculinity on a galactic level, on a universal, multiversal, interversal, and ultraversal level is succeeding power back to the source. As usual, as the seesaw goes, every age it shifts. This age is no different. So please get in tune with the sacred femininity and the energy of sacred femininity. If you're a male, if you're a man, get in tune with sacred femininity, and you don't have to turn into no homosexual in order to tap into your sacred femininity, man. Actually, a man who is tapped into his sacred femininity is the ultimate man. Ain't nothing that a woman love more than a man that know how to think like a fucking woman. See? Act like a man. Think like a woman. Okay, wait a minute. There ain't nothing in the strength. There ain't nothing in the universe that a woman love more than a man that know how to be a man, but know how to have the emotional IQ and the mental IQ and how to relate to the sacred feminine woman. Period. So, in the end, thank you very much. In the end, when it's all said and done, I just had to get that to y'all. It's been a wonderful time, man. We about to get it popping, man. You already know. Aries gang stand up. Spring stand up. Y'all already know. ChakraDoctor.org. Until next time, we're going to get it in, man. One love. Love gang.